so smart for that. That's okay. Hi! Happy Monday! How are you? I have to fix all these things. I thought I did the right thing by putting them in this bag and they got mixed up. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's so hot. There's a breeze now, but it's hot. Yeah. Should I try and put these back in their rightful spot? They're pretty together. Can you hear them? I feel like I have to scream too because for some reason the microphone on here is not good and I was trying to look at how to change that, but I don't know. There was no way for me to do that, apparently. I think one is white. Okay. It's warm there too. Ooh. They're all mixed up. It's okay. Yeah, I'm using my phone. But even in my phone settings, I can't, for some reason, I can't change it. I don't know. I was thinking about using a headphone, but that feels really obnoxious. Like a headphone microphone, but that feels more obnoxious than just honestly talking louder in my live. So I just feel like I'm screaming into my open apartment. I feel like I'm yelling. Ah. There's too many of these in here. They're so pretty. I'm trying to just do the white ones, but there's so many that I can't even pick them up the right way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like I'm just yelling, like screaming in my apartment. I know that I'm talking to my phone, but this probably, I don't know, it probably sounds so weird outside of my apartment. Oh my gosh, please. What even is this color? G? Oh yeah. Here. I like that one. I was so hot earlier. I went out in pants and I thought it was going to be way cooler because it's been kind of cool since it's been so gray. Oh my gosh. And then it was like immediately too hot once I went to the grocery store. I was dying. But I'm happy that the sun is out today. I haven't seen the sun in like 4 days. I was getting depressed. And then even before that, it was 4 days too. I had it for 1 day and then it was gone. So I'm happy to see it today. I hope I can just do like the rest of this section. I hope I coincidentally have enough in here because they just randomly fell out and got mixed up. I don't know how many are in here. Usually I try and do them like the amount that I need at a time, but oh well. I love it. I was just watching shorts and there was that like, hi, there was that creepy song. I don't even want to sing it. It's like so creepy. It's like 4 girls singing and it's like, if you listen to this on 3 times speed, you'll be shocked or something. I was like, what? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Maybe. This, I feel like my YouTube channel is on like some weird side of YouTube. But what is it? What am I supposed to hear? I don't even know. Or like what is... Or there's like a story behind it or something. I don't even know where that gem just went. Okay. And someone wrote this enormously long comment about what they were saying. The, like, what happened to the girls in the video. And people are like, what are you talking about? That's not real. Oh, it's just like the ones that are like, play this audio. And you'll have 8 million followers. Oh my god. Is this like an extra one? Why does it look so close? No. Okay. These are really close together. The ones that I've had before, they're kind of spread out. I just wanted to know if I fast forward it, if it was supposed to be like back in the day, if you like rewound this or like listened to the song backwards, there was like some message in it or something. It was giving that vibe. And maybe there isn't one, but I just want to know. I'm nosy. Was I shocked? No. Never shocked. Nothing surprises me, actually. Here's the thing so far. Yeah. Oh yeah, where's that one? Oh. The only one that didn't spill is like The only color that didn't mix up into here is the one I need the most of. I don't know why. I thought I cut them all the same, the bags, but I guess not. I was just throwing it around. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Is that even the right thing? Okay, it is. The stickiness of this thing, it's so hard to get them off if you mess up. Oh, okay. Why can't I pick it up, girl? What is going on? True. Oh, there's some more over here. What is 4? Oh, 4 is green. I cannot open another package, please. Hi, Justin. We're working on this again. All the things fell out. So I'm trying to use them instead of trying to put them back in the bag. Because I feel like I don't have the patience to be up to that. But that's okay. How's everybody's day been? Good day? Is it hot where you are? It's so hot here. It was not hot. Daily double? That makes me think of, what do you call it? Jeopardy. I'm gonna put music on. I feel like the playlist I have keeps playing the same stuff even though it's like a huge playlist. So let's see. What is it? What's the daily double? And does it have to do with Jeopardy? Oh my gosh, that might be too loud. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Hi. I don't know McDonald's like that. How are you today? Thank you. Thank you. Ah. Yeah. Infinity Castle? Why is it called that? What's up with the castle? I want to know. I want to know, what did you like the best about that movie, too? Actually, my question is, what was better than you expected? Like, what made it better than whatever you thought it was going to be? Well, everyone that likes that kind of stuff should go see it. Not everyone likes gore. But I'm glad that you liked it. You love that. That's good. Ooh. I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad you had a nice time. Oh. Did you do a matinee today? Early show? Were there a lot of people there seeing it on a Monday? And do you like it when there's a lot of people, or do you like to be kind of the only person? I like when there's no one there. It feels like VIP. No. One got stuck. I love that. Then you can just do whatever you want. You can talk about the movie if you want. No one's gonna say anything. I have to put these back in here. No, I don't know how to do this to make this work. What'd you get? There's no way I can do this. I can't put these back. I'm gonna do this because I need to do a new color. That one was stuck. I thought that was just me. Okay. Hello. Oh, I haven't had orange Hi-C in forever. That sounds good. Yeah. I like the fruit punch one. Do you mix it with anything? I feel like it's good with other stuff. Like with Sprite or whatever. Starry. What is that? Sierra Mist. What used to be Sierra Mist. Strange rebrand, if you ask me. I don't really get what that's about. But that's okay. What the? Some of these can't even fit next to each other. They didn't even give enough room. Everyone better like each other, all these little gems. Shelby Oaks. What's that about? Is it horror? Thriller? What's the deal? I haven't heard about that. Did you see the movie that Seth Rogen, the script, I think it was, that Seth Rogen just won Emmys for? Because I had no clue what that even was until I saw that he won Emmys for it. It must be a movie, right? I think so. I didn't watch the Emmys, I just saw that he won them. Oh, the studio. Me just saying some random thing. Yeah, whatever. Something with an S. I keep telling you I don't know the name of anything. I can't. It's hard for me to remember the name of things because with people I can remember their face or whatever about them really well, but the name of like songs and movies and stuff, especially if I've not really seen them or heard about them before, I'll never remember. My brain is like, that's useless information to us. I don't know if they did or not. What was the studio about? A studio? I imagine. Of some kind. My crows in my neighborhood today were going crazy. They were so excited. And they were like really excited. I'm thinking, my hypothesis now is that they get just as excited for the... Hi! They get just as excited for the sun as I do, I think. Every time they caw, then the sun follows, like after we've had gray skies, so... This morning they were wild. There were so many of them going on. So, and then today turned out to be sunny all day. So I think they were celebrating. I'm trying to figure out what their behavior means. Oh, the crow thing? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, crows. Yeah, I'm talking about crows. I'm talking about the crows in my neighborhood. I've been paying close attention to them and how they announce the sunshine. I don't know if they all do that, but the ones here do. They definitely do. And that's what I commented on one of your posts, that I've been like paying close attention to the crows in my neighborhood recently, and you said you had been having stuff go on with crows too. I think that's so funny. And I think 2 of them actually have a nest on my building. There's definitely 2 that are always here. And then there's some that are just like in the neighborhood that come around to hang out with them. I actually think what I'm hearing are ravens, but I'm not sure because we have both and they kind of do sound similar. I don't know what it means for me. I think I just see them when it's a time of growth and transformation. Kind of like a confirmation. But to be honest, I haven't had crows around me like this since I've lived here in San Francisco, so it's kind of a new thing for me. So I'm trying to figure out what it means while also paying attention to them. Okay, this one literally cannot even fit in this space. I like how close together they are because I feel like it looks really nice, but they're hard to get into some of the spaces. It's 3:52 p.m. I wave to them and talk to them all the time. They're actually in a tree. I'm on the 3rd floor and we're kind of level, me and the crows, with each other because of where they sit in the tree. So I'm always waving and saying hi. They were hopping around on the buildings, playing with each other yesterday. They were really cute. I love them. Yes, they remember faces, and that's good and bad, depending on how you treat them. I wish I could put something, like I wish I had a place to put something for them, but I don't really have a place for them to land since I'm just in my apartment, and even like on my window I can't really put anything, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Indonesia. I have a friend in Indonesia that actually gave me this, I don't know, divider that's behind me. My day's good, Justin. Yours sounds pretty good. That's so cool. Machine 24 hours. I don't know who that person, who Christ Noel is talking to, me or the chat. Oh, right. Do you ever bring your own? I like bringing my own snacks. And I can have whatever I want. I don't have to work. Because I also feel like on top of it being expensive, I feel like sometimes they don't have what I really want at the movie theater. And I can just get them at like Dollar Tree or something before. Is that the right thing? Oh my gosh. The E and F look so similar. This is darker, but where I think last time I was showing this, it's like the gem is purple, but the thing is blue looking. It's different on camera. But in person, this one right here and this look the same. And it's E and F, so it's I feel like it's so easy to mess up. No, you don't choose the colors. It's like paint by number. It's hard to see here, but there's like little, I'll see if I can make it. Put my hand. I feel like it doesn't work on here. I don't know. There's numbers in these little circles, and then this is like a big sticker. That's why I only have it half peeled. And then each bag has a letter or a number on it, and it correlates with this. Ooh, get the ribs. I haven't had ribs in forever. I mean, I don't eat them anymore, but they sound good. I mean, I'll encourage you to eat them. Oh, that sounds good. You went to the same convention last year? That's what you're talking about, right? I want to make sure I know what you're saying, because I thought that's what you were meaning. Oops. Oh, that's cool. Do you go every year, or is this just your second year? Or also is it the second year of the convention? Yeah, the internet can be wrong about how to say things. I'm learning Spanish, and sometimes it tells me the wrong words. How old is the convention, Justin? Do you know? And how long have you been going? And I'm just so curious, how much has it changed over the years since you started going? Oops, I didn't even pick it up. Oh. Okay. I've been doing good too. I'm always curious about that, Justin, because I used to go to not a convention, but it was this like a craft fair every year with my mom growing up. And that was, I swear to you, the same exact thing every single year. The same vendors every single year. Crinkly. That's cool. I feel like we have something like that here. I don't know about if it's like a whole convention, but I think we at least have like a festival. What's it sound like on here? Oh yeah, I remember you saying that about the concert. You're excited for that. I was just thinking I haven't been to a concert in 1,000 years. The last, and I guess it was technically a concert, but I just saw one performance. I was at Outside Lands here, which is just a huge music festival. I worked there last year, and I just saw one act. I was only able to see one person, and it was like kind of a smaller artist, so it was fun. It just didn't feel like I was at a concert, really. I was also outside, so it just didn't have like the same vibe, but now I don't know how I would feel. It's like a million people. It would depend on the venue. What was your first concert? My first concert was Good Charlotte. And it was wild. We went for my friend's birthday, and her parents got us a limo and let us go by ourselves. We were like 16. I don't know what we were up to. The Offspring. I could not. One of my nephews loves them, and I just could not get into them. It's not that I don't really like them. It's just like, I don't know, not my thing, I guess. I think I like one of their songs. Weird Al. That was your first concert? That's so funny. I would not think that would be someone's first concert, because to me that he doesn't feel like, I don't know. I feel like he's such like a funny act that I don't think of it as being think of him as being someone that would be in concert. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure it was pretty good. He has good music videos and stuff, so. Of course he is in concert. I hope you get what I mean. He just doesn't come to mind when I'm talking about a concert. Buzz Bake Sale. That sounds fun. I went to local shows and stuff before I went to a concert, but my first big concert was Good Charlotte, which is so funny because I didn't even really like them after a couple years. After that, I was over them. That sounds right. That sounds about right. I feel like that would be me too. My parents would totally bring me to something like that. Specifically, my father. Wait. No, that was right. That was right. If it was wrong, it's right now because I can't fix it. Ooh, I'm almost done with this one. Ew. Oh my god. Would they have let you? Were people trying to get you to smoke when you were 13 at this thing? I mean, I drank for the first time at 12, so I'm not gonna judge you. I think the first time I smoked was, I think I was 14. Maybe I was 15? Or it was like the summer after I turned 15 or 14 or something. I don't know. That sounds really good, Justin. I love steak and potatoes and squash. Sounds so good. I used to love steak and potato. Okay, why won't this open? What are we up to? Thank you. Stay open. No. That's good. There we go. Nice. Whatever this is. Fairy tale. I like this. We had an earthquake this morning, I guess, like early. I think like 1 a.m. or something. But I was out cold. I had no clue. It was rocking me like a little baby. I was really scared about earthquakes when I moved here, but knock on wood anyway. They're not what I thought they were going to be. They're mostly mild. And like the scariest one, I think that, or like the highest magnitude one that we've had, I was working at the laundromat and I couldn't even feel it because all the machines were like shaking the or shaking the building we were in anyway. That's why I was asking about the church. Yeah, little shakies. Oh my gosh. The intersection near my house, I'm like terrified every day that someone's gonna get hurt. And I don't know if you could hear that, but there was like screeching tires just now. I think it was a bike, not a car. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry, they were just some little shakies. We're coming to you live with news on the little shakies. There was a guy also, I don't think I talked about this at all on here. One time, this was like maybe a month ago. There was some guy walking around and he was looking kind of weird. Like he was going up to the buildings and like kind of, I don't know, like looking around at what was there. I realized what he was doing, but at first I was like, what is going on? He had this big backpack and I realized he had like all this wire and he was going to every building and just cutting wire. Just some random wire off the building. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, do we call the police? Like, what do people do in this situation? I don't really want to call the police. But at the same time, like, what's happening? And also, like, are you gonna get hurt from cutting some random wire that ends up being, like, electrical? Someone's screaming outside now. Diva, are you okay? Okay, this color looks like green, but yeah. That sound? No, that's someone yelling. They're like, ah! I don't know what they're saying, what they're screaming. The parrots sound cuter than that. They probably do have feathers. In this city, they probably do have feathers. Wouldn't surprise me. The dog. There's like this posse of dogs. There's a million dog walkers in the city. And early in the morning, there must be someone walking them, a group of them, because I'll wake up and just hear, like, it sounds like 5 Pomeranians yapping in the street. Yeah. I have 1,000 scissors. I think these ones are fun. I think they're funny because they're, like, safety. They're so old. I think I bought these for college or something. They're nasty. I should probably clean them. But they're good. They're still sharp. This color looks like pea soup. I'm so hot. I forgot where I was on this. Let me do this green and I'll show you what it looks like a little better. How is everyone feeling about this week after Monday? Because I feel a little more optimistic this week, so I'm hoping it goes the way I'm feeling it will. Last week was wild. Seen any cool bugs lately? No. Only online. Have you? I was learning about spiders earlier, actually, which is weird because I do have arachnophobia that I'm really trying very hard to get over. Because I think, unfortunately, I do think spiders are kind of cute. After all. I just don't want them, like, running into my ear or something. Where else? the jumping spiders really won me over. But I even saw some other kind of spider and I was like, oh, it's kind of cute. I don't know. And then I was like, am I okay? But I just love them. Yeah. But they don't fit in your ears. I did have a daddy long leg in here and it crawled on me in my bed. I was terrified. It was fine, nothing happened. And then I tried to put it like in one of the plants, but it's like across the apartment. And it came back to the beginning. To the beginning. It came back to where it was, over at my bed. And I was like, what is this thing up to? Like, I'm so curious why it wanted to be over there, because if there's ever like any bug that's closer to the like moths and stuff, it's over near the window where I put it. But it knew best. It knew where to go. But then because it went back, I was like, I can't really like have you above my bed like that. Like, it's kind of creeping me out. I was trying to make it my little friend in my apartment, but it didn't want to cooperate. So I put it outside, right outside my window on the wall, and it was fine. It looked happy to be out there. And then another spider came. And I don't know what happened, but I think the daddy longleg killed the other spider or did something to the other spider because it went into its web intentionally. There's a crow. Hi. It's not weird. They're really spiritual and they're really they are protective. And they get rid of other bugs. They're really cool. I don't like them because when I was it's not that I don't like them. I'm afraid because when I was a kid, I walked into a spider web and it was like in my hair and we couldn't find if the spider, it wasn't, but in the moment, it was so terrifying that we didn't know where the spider was. So I have always just had like this weird, I don't want spiders to like go in my hair, which is so far-fetched. Like, how often is a spider going near my hair? I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you have to tell them to leave. Sorry to say. You came into my home. If I came into your web, you'd probably tell me to get the heck out of there. I just always was thinking, like, I always did try to get them to leave instead of kill them, because I felt bad about squishing them, but when I was cleaning houses, though, sorry to say, I would just suck them up, and I would say sorry, but the people would, I didn't have time to try and get them. If they ran away and hid, I just left them. I didn't try and find them. Yeah, it's spooky season. Leave the combo. Wow. The realistic spider web in my haunted house. I think this apartment is low-key haunted because it used to be like a old living place. I don't think it was like a nursing home, but it was like, I don't know, an assisted living maybe, which is so weird. There's only stairs. I'm like, how are these people getting up and down? Do maintenance on the web. Do you help them weave a new one? But I don't even know if it was assisted living or if it was just like 65 plus or something. I don't really know the history. One of my neighbors told me. But I'm telling you, I'm on the 3rd floor. And it sounds like someone, I'm on the top floor, and it sounds a lot of the time like there's someone walking up on the roof, which is not totally impossible that someone could be on the roof, but they would have to go to the roof from somewhere else because the door to get on it is across from my apartment, and it like has an alarm on it. So I don't know. I've had like, I hear weird noises. I don't feel like it's anything creepy. I just feel like someone's around. I just feel like someone's here that didn't want to leave. And that's fine. Like, I swear I've left and come back and stuff has been in like a place that I didn't think it was, but nothing is, it's like one tiny thing. Like, it doesn't seem like someone came in and did anything while we were like, I don't know. But maybe I'm just forgetting that I didn't have it where I thought I did, but I'm pretty particular. The police? Oh no. Oh my gosh. I've had weird ghost stories like my whole life. My family has weird stories that I probably wouldn't believe, but other things happened when I was around too, when I was born, because a lot of the things they talked about happened before I was born. And to be honest, I don't really believe my family a lot of the time, but but then like stuff happened to me too, so I don't know. We had a Ouija board that I never checked to see. I don't want to find out. They can do whatever they want up there. We had a Ouija board when we lived at one house when I was little, and we moved into the house that I grew up in. And it was like, or the house that I lived in basically my entire childhood anyway. When we were moving, my dad or somebody threw it away. And everyone in my family is like, yeah, we threw it out. And when they got to the new house, it was in the stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not playing with that. You guys did something. You shouldn't have thrown it away. I don't know what they had been up to with it. I was like 5 or something, so I don't know. But when I was a baby, when I was still in the crib, I couldn't have been older than a year. Actually, no, I was like, I think I was 2. And my mom heard me talking to my grandpa and the dog that we had that passed away on the baby monitor, and she was like, hello? Who are you talking to? And I'm like, Grandpa, he just came in here. He had been dead. Oh my god. But they came to see me. Because I didn't get to say bye to them, so I think that's why they were there, really. It was like our family dog that died suddenly, too, that I knew since I was a baby, and he was very, very, very protective of me. So to me, that makes sense. Other things, too. Other weird, weird things. I love it, though. I'm fascinated by it. It's never anything scary to me. Also, one of my nephews, I think, has some, I don't know, the same kind of stuff going on. When he was a kid, he was talking about his past life. And it was so bizarre because my family was not, like, no one was asking further questions. They just assumed that he was talking about, like, a show or something where he got the idea that he used to be somebody else. But he was like 3. I don't know how he would even understand that concept. He was talking about how he used to be a girl and he was like older than he was, and how He had blue hair. I asked him questions about it, but by the time I had started asking him about it, um, he kind of started to forget some of the details, but he was like talking about how he had blue hair and he died, and but she died at that time, and went into his mom's belly. And he was like, I remember that I died and then I was in mom's belly. I'm like, hello, why is no one else freaking out about this? He's like, then I was there, now I'm here. I'm like, okay. I was trying so hard to find out more information because I was wondering if we could look up who he was maybe or something. I know there's like a show about kids like that. And allegedly they like find like some kids think that they were like a pilot or something. So they like find the old pilot that they were or something like that, and they're like, yep, that's me. And they have like knowledge of planes and stuff. So like he too, he knew so much about trains. I mean, he just loved trains, but I don't know, like he had a lot of special interests that he was like very, 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 very knowledgeable in, and like the Titanic he was obsessed with too. So like I don't know, he really liked like older, and I think he still does, but he was very obsessed with like older things. So I'd be really curious if I was able to at that time, if I had been able to figure out who he was. That would have been really cool, but I was all alone. No one was helping me get that information. Yeah, I don't know. He's like the first woman conductor or something. I don't know. But he was like, yeah. He said something to his, not my mom, his other grandma, like they were playing with a balloon. And he was like, remember when I was a girl? Like, this is how we first heard about it. He was like, remember when I was a girl before I was in mommy's tummy? And I used to like playing with balloons. And they were like, no. What? They were like, no, I don't remember that. And then they thought he meant maybe he was trying to say like a baby or something. But no, he was insisting. He's like, no, I was a girl before and now I'm here. I don't know. It doesn't surprise me. Anything's possible in my head, so why not? I've heard a lot of kids say that though, that they were like, or I've heard a lot of kids like in this online and stuff saying that they, people when they were kids thought that they were like whoever before and that they were like put in their mom's stomach. Like they remember being put in there. Like their soul. No, not me. My nephew. He would say that. That's what he said, that he used to play with balloons when he was a girl before he was in this life. I was excited. I was like, tell me everything. And he was like, when I was asking him questions, he seriously was like, girl, like, what's not clocking for you? What are you not getting? Like, how do you not understand that this was me? Like, we should not have been surprised. And then I'm like, what if we knew him? I don't know. What if we knew him before as whatever woman? That'd be so crazy. I did too. I did play with balloons when I was a kid, but I was talking about him that time. Oh, Justin, I saw what you said about pumpkin pie. I got pumpkin pie today, too. I found a gluten-free one. It's like a little mini one. I'm so excited. Yeah. I think so too. This is what we're looking like so far. We're pretty much to here. There's just a few here I'm working on. But we're pretty much down to where the plastic is. I think it's looking good. What do you think? I like that it tells me where to put them. I don't want to think about it. That's why I always like paint by number too. But I haven't found any good paint by number. I know, I love the colors together. They're so pretty. I like the like this pink color and the yellow and the light blue. The three. The main three in this thing I like. I'm excited for down here. I'm excited to see what all this will look like. Big fan. Crinkling. Let's see. We need a lot of G again. I still want to know why they did. They must have had these for other kits or something, because it's funny to me that they did some of the bags are letters and some of them are numbers. Why would you not just make them all numbers? Big fan of. I was gonna put this blanket on this part too, but then it made me really hot to have it like on my legs. Oh, is it like the apple pie thing? Like the apple pie? Is it the same thing but pumpkin, or is it like, oh, okay. I had like it's a gluten-free version, but like a Nutri-Grain bar type of thing that was strawberry today. Strawberry filling, but it tasted like the McDonald's apple pie. It was good. Which made no sense. They probably had a lot of applesauce in it. Even though it was strawberry. But... oh my god. What do you get at Dunkin'? I miss Dunkin'. But I miss Dunkin' when it was in Massachusetts only. Because after they left Massachusetts, they stopped making their own donuts, and they just really changed a lot. I didn't like them after that, to be honest. What kind of donuts? Also, their donuts are way, 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 way smaller than when they were only in Massachusetts. The donuts are like, last time I had a donut from there, they were like this big, and before they were probably like this big. What's up with that? And I think when they left Massachusetts is when they started doing like the healthy stuff. They were trying to make it like more health conscious or something. They've changed so much. That sounds good. I don't like probably like the kind that the strawberry frosted probably is, which is like the yeast kind of donuts. I like the cake donuts. Like a chocolate one, or probably the pumpkin was probably the same thing, unless they did like a frosted one. But like the plain donut, it's just like they call them cake donuts. Those are the ones I like. Do I want to open another one though? Probably not. Oh, I do have a thing I can reseal these. Maybe I should after I get off of here. Because the genius plan I had did not work. There was a place in the town I lived in, or I guess it was like the next town over, but it was right on the line, and they had, oh my god, they had the biggest donuts ever in your life. They made them fresh all the time. They made their own bagels, and they had a donut that was like this big, and it was a glazed donut, but inside was like chopped up chocolate donut, so it was like a hamburger. And they had the same thing. It was like the long glazed donut, but it was like a sub roll with like steak and cheese, but it was just chocolate donut with like glaze on it. I never had it, but it looked so good. I don't know if anyone ever got it for themselves. I feel like people usually got them to share because it was enormous. That place was so good. And they had such good iced coffee in their styrofoam cups. I can't believe how crazy, like, it's so weird to me to see styrofoam now because it's illegal in California. So when I see stuff in styrofoam, or at least in San Francisco, I don't know about the whole state, but in San Francisco it definitely is. You won't find it anywhere. Same with plastic straws, which is fine. But I'm like, oh my gosh, they have that? When I go somewhere else, I like forgot that it existed. They also had, like, every single donut flavor was in a donut hole because they made their own donuts. So it actually was like the donut center, and they would make little donuts out of them. They were so good. Do you like, I like butter crunch and coconut. But people don't like it. People have strong opinions about the coconut. And I think that place had chocolate with coconut on the outside. That was really good too. I have not had a real donut in forever. There's one place here that has gluten-free donuts, but they're all like, and like, this is fine. I'm sure they're good, but it's just not really what I want. Like, I just want a plain donut. And this one place that has gluten-free donuts, they're always like chocolate lavender and like whatever lemon or something, which is, like I said, probably really good, but I just want a regular donut. Cake. Just cake in the chat. Okay, let's do it here. I fear I will have to open the F. Sorry to say. F for fear. I don't know where that person was. That's what they were learning English. That was a good teaching moment. F for fear. That's all I've got. Don't ask me to teach anyone any language. Though I am teaching myself. Maybe I'd be good at it. I don't know. Ooh, a Nutella one would be so good. Yeah, sometimes it's too much sugar. I like sugar in general, but sometimes it's too much. Okay. I am good at Spanish. That's because of my homies in the mission here in my city. That was good because I was exposed to so many different dialects because there's people from everywhere there, from all different South American countries. There were some Spanish people. I know mostly Mexican Spanish, but... Ooh! I want to make cheesecake on here. I want to do my mom's recipe. It's my most favorite cheesecake ever. And I would share the secret with you because it's so good. And I don't even know why it's so good. I think it's better than... I don't know why people even like Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. I feel like the one my mom makes is 3 million times better. And it's not as sweet. That's an example of when I don't like that. My nationality? I'm mainly 3 different things. I'm Irish, Italian, and French. But I would say, like, culturally, my family is mostly Italian. Sicilian, specifically. The one my mom makes, I really like. I don't like... Okay, everyone is gonna be so shook to the core, but I don't like the... I don't like, the graham cracker crust. It makes it too sweet for me, and it takes away from the cheesecake. I really like it in a pie crust. And I know it sounds cuckoo, but every time people try it, they tell me they like it, and they're so surprised. And I don't think I've really ever seen it in a pie crust. I just would ask my mom to do that because I wanted it. And I thought it was much better that way. This one has a squished... Look, I don't know if you can see it. There's a squished one in the seam. Let's see. What did I say? F. Oh, let me do G, though. Because I have a bunch of G. It's already open. An A. Yeah, I like pregunta. Permiso. I like to say that. That's what I would say all the time at the laundromat. Stuff about jabón. Y suavetel. I love that neighborhood. Everyone there was so welcoming and so nice. And they would bring me food. That's how you know I was a real one. They would bring me food all the time. They would hook me up with like huge bags of oranges and potatoes and canned beans and stuff. I don't know, bags of beans, all kinds of things. And we had a tamale lady that was outside too. She would give me free tamales. That's great that you're learning, Justin. I think people in the United States could be much better about learning other languages. It really opens up your whole world. You can talk to more people. Here, there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people too. So even when I'm not in the Spanish-speaking neighborhood, I'm probably going to encounter someone speaking Spanish. So it kind of comes in handy anyway. I feel like I studied Spanish in school. I did Duolingo. It was taking me forever with Duolingo. It was not clocking for me on Duolingo. It was like, for me personally, it was taking so long. The minute that I was actually around real people and like immersed in the language, I was like, oh, hello, like all of this makes perfect sense to me. And my brain really soaked it up, and once I left that job, it was like everything I had learned suddenly clicked for me. But that's also just how I learn. It just all clicks at once. I understand it better than I can communicate, but I don't, my grammar isn't really great, but I know most people don't really care about that. But I still can understand it more than I can speak it. You should open a burrito place, Justin. Get it on the market. White guy burritos. Oh my gosh, one just flew. Where did it go? It launched across the room. Where is it? Okay, bye. Never to be seen again. Yeah, well, WGB. I mean, those definitely exist. Someone that I knew worked at, was it Chipotle or did they work at Qdoba? I don't know which one. I think it was Chipotle. And they said that he was telling me that someone came in and was like, it was a white guy, and he was telling his kids, like, this is the best place. This place has the best tacos you'll ever have, like, ever in your life. And he was like, no, not the best. Not the Chipotle tacos. Which I also thought was funny because when I think of Chipotle, I'm not thinking about tacos. I'm thinking about burritos. So, I don't know why you'd say that anyway. I know they have them, but that's not really what they're known for. I couldn't decide what to work on today. I wanted to do this, but I also want to keep working on, I think I'll do another, maybe Wednesday or Friday, I'll do another later stream. Maybe Friday. I'll do a later stream and do more crocheting. Because I want to work on that bag and get it finished. I've been waiting. I was waiting for to have all the stuff to work on it. And now I do, so I want to get it done. But I also want to do this. That's okay, Justin. You can just hire other people to cook. Actually, get the burritos, like, at the store. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But I haven't had Chipotle in forever either. And when I'm near one, it's like never when I actually really want that. And there's not really any around here. There's not a lot of fast food places here. Not in the city. And there's definitely not a lot of drive-thrus either in California, which I find so interesting. Even in the places where they're driving more than the city, there's still not really a lot of drive-thru. I don't think they like the idling. Can you ask for it without cilantro? I don't like cilantro either. It tastes weird to me. I have the gene that makes it taste weird. But I didn't know because people say that it tastes like that. Other people think it tastes like soap when they don't like it, but it never tasted like soap to me. It just doesn't. It just tastes weird. I don't know how to explain. It's just not good to me. It's not really bad, but it's just like not really what I'm into. And if it's mixed in enough and not that much, I'm not too bothered by it. But if I taste it on its own, it's like really bitter. Bye. I don't know. I kind of want to do, I'm doing the A's. And I just thought that's funny. Thank you. Have a good night. Oh my gosh. Ew, this one's messed up. What is up with this one? It's like too melted together. I have a place that does burritos and tacos and stuff literally around the block from me, and I love them. And they have gluten-free tortillas, which is, I mean, they're not corn. They're like supposed to be like flour tortillas. They're not flour because they have no gluten, but they're more like those type than the corn ones. Yeah. Did you know that's a gene? That's like a DNA thing. It's not even really about the way that you think it tastes. Also, the thing about if you eat asparagus, your pee smells. I found out that that happens for everybody, but only certain people have a gene that makes them able to smell it. Which is so crazy. I'm so fascinated by genealogy and all kinds of different things like biology, how that stuff works, how we're connected to each other, what's similar, you know? I was never really picky. With peace and love to my mom. She just kind of wasn't a good cook. But that's okay. That's where, like, my grandma's Irish. Well, she was Irish. She's not alive anymore. But my grandma was Irish, so they boiled a lot of things. So my mom always just boiled vegetables instead of, like, roasting them or sauteing them. So I was not having a good time with that. But once I was older and I still ate them because I was like needing nutrients. But they weren't really good. Like Brussels sprouts too. Oh, let me lower this. I feel like I have it actually really high. I haven't even really been looking at it. This feels so cool. I wish you could feel this. How are your kids with food? It's so hard. Some kids will only eat like one thing just because they love it. The nephew I was talking about earlier, that was talking about having a past life, he loved eating mussels as a kid. Oh man. My first job was Cracker Barrel. I think I said that on here before. That was a wild ride. That was a crazy place to work. I was just out of high school and I was going to that job and I had to be there at like 5:30 in the morning every day. And at that time, I also had to walk there and it was like a 4-mile walk. Which was fine, but it just kind of was stinky when it was hot and stuff. Then I got my first car and then I was fine. Oh my gosh, I used to love the country fried steak. I used to love the steak salad. The biscuits, the cornbread. I had a manager that used to let us take cornbread. Well, he would let me. I don't know. He was so cool. I wish I could remember his name. I bet I could find him just based on what I know. But we would sit and talk about like religion and stuff and all kinds of like big world issues. I really liked him. He was like the first adult that really talked to me like an adult, you know? And yeah, he would be like, just take all these biscuits. Just take whatever you want. And we technically weren't really supposed to be taking them, but they were going to be thrown out. What the heck? I was surviving off Cracker Barrel biscuits, I swear. When I worked there, no. The stuff was not frozen. There was a lot of not frozen stuff. I think some of it probably was, just because that's what it, like, how it came. But no, they had fresh salad, they had fresh veggies, and like the apple pie stuff is like canned apple, but it's still apple. And but it might depend on the Cracker Barrel. I don't really know. Because I think they're all a little different. But I don't know if they're a franchise. I think they're just a company. Their fries were maybe frozen. Or like the wedges or something. But no, they didn't really have a lot of frozen stuff. And I used to love their pecan pie. They had like the best pecan pie and we could get it with our discount at the holidays. So I would always get one. Big old pecan pie to myself. I loved it. It was a weird place to work because I worked in the store, but they always really like tried to make us part of the restaurant and make us be like upselling things in the store for the, I don't know, it was so goofy. And people would get so mad at what we were trying, like if I tried to sell something to them, they would be so mad because a lot of them were older and they'd be like, I don't have the money for that. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, you don't have to buy it. I just have to say this to you. Sorry. Sorry, the district manager is here. I have to be the best I can be. That guy was creepy, too. The district manager we had. I think he was from, like, Kentucky. I don't get why he was the district manager of our area, but whatever. Cool story. I think last time I talked about it, I was talking about how the training video was super racist. And it was wild that they were just like, make sure you're not racist to people in like the most obvious way. I was like, okay, this is going to be an interesting ride. Immediately thought that. I remember I worked with this guy too, who was older, and like, I wouldn't guess somebody's sexuality or anything like that, but I remember at the time, like, everyone was pretty sure this person was an older gay person, but he was married. And he was like, no, I love my wife so much. But then he would, like, tell us that he thought these men were cute. We're like, okay, why can't you be both? Like, I mean, at that time, no one was really thinking, like, about romantic attraction and sexual attraction being different either. So, I mean, who knows how he would identify in today's world. But that guy was so funny. I loved him. And he would be like, girl, don't let them treat you that way. Like, you have to be sassy with them. You have to tell them what's up. And there was a lady there that was like 800 years old, and she was a nun, which I thought was so interesting because she had her own house, but she was still a nun. Like, she didn't live in a convent. Convent. And, yeah, I became friends with her, actually. And then we went, and she brought me to my first volunteer opportunity, in the city over from where I had lived, and that was a really fun experience. But then after, I had to go, like, have a conversation with the priest and some other nuns, and they were like, well, now that you did that, you want to join our church? And I was like, no, Diva, I just wanted to help feed these people. Trying to get return. Yeah. You had to kick them out? Why? What were they doing? After that, I worked at Target. And the people there, it was like such a different demographic of people. At Cracker Barrel, we would get like a bus full of old people on like a field trip. And then at Target, it was obviously like all different ages. But, I had people kicked out of the Target I worked at once because they were making fun of my Muslim friend, harassing her. So I got them thrown out. Unfortunately, they were like 14 or something. Oh, it's kind of a bummer to have to kick people out, you know? Ooh, can you hear the skateboards? It's kind of a bummer because, like, who really cares? Like, I didn't really care. I mean, I cared about that, but I meant, like, the goofy stuff that people were doing, like, throwing stuff. Like, whatever. Do whatever you want. But I have to throw you out because you're not really supposed to do that. And I'll get in trouble instead of you. See, oh no, it's not sticky. Okay. Some of this is sticky on the edge where it's not, where you don't even put the gems. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off in a second, I think, too. So, here's what we got done. It's coming together. I'm curious how these trees will look, because I still have the darker part to do. I'm wondering if it'll still look like this with the gems on it. The mountain looks pretty much the same. I think because of the closeness of them. Compared to the other one I did, the parrot one, this is a little better. It's so pretty. I love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to hang out. I hope that this was a nice break in your day. It was for me. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, your evening. And I'll be back Wednesday. I think I'm going to do about the same time as today. Like 6:30. 6 or 6:30 Eastern. But I'll post about it if you want. I ended up not doing the poll because I figured I could just go live and figure it out myself when the best day is. But yeah, So I will see you Wednesday about the same time. And I hope you have a good evening. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.